We've got the Nets in Brooklyn with an interconference matchup at the Barclays Center. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports for myself, Kevin Harlan, and my broadcast partner, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg. Welcome, everyone. Our starting lineups, look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. And breaking down the game, let's take a look here at DeAndre Jordan.
He's their leader defensively. He's able to do so many things well on that end of the court. And takes the pressure off everybody around him. Indispensable asset for him.
And we can't forget to mention his rebounding now. When you watch him, just keep an eye on the way he battles in the paint when the shot goes up.
Let's take a look at Dallas.
I think for the Mavericks, they've had a disastrous season in a lot of ways. I mean, you can tell that by looking at their place in the standings. It's been ugly for them.
I don't know how this happened, guys. I really don't. This is a team that had plenty of talent. I think people genuinely thought it was a playoff club. But, boy, once things started to go wrong, man, they just went straight south.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Not the guy you want to see taking too many free throws. Last season, his numbers among the worst in the league.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
The feed now to Richardson. The Mavericks rebound. And Harden comes to help. Dallas moving the ball around. Hardaway for three. Looking at Dallas, they took that win in their last game against the Pacers in Indiana.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think. Really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And, Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
And so here is Dallas after the missed three from Harris. He kicks it to Claver. Pass to Richardson. Feeds it to Hardaway. A three-pointer, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And if there was an aspect of the game that jumped out at me, guys, it was the rebounding. There was a huge difference in the effort both teams were making on the glass.
Well, they got pushed around all game long, and when that happened, you're going to get out-rebounded.
The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Harris setting the pick for Durant. Off the screen. Cannot hit. And it's Dallas the other way. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
Yeah, and you look back to last year, these two teams were very evenly matched. They split the two games that they played.
Here is Harden. The Mavericks making the shot. Durant. Jordan kicks to Irving. Misses the wing J.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Going back for a second to your comments, Steve, and the standoff these teams played to last year, it may have been an indicator of how closely matched the teams in the middle of both conferences were.
Well, we know these two teams were certainly closely matched.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Irving. Harden's got his second bucket of the night. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
No, this is the last thing you ever want to see at a game.
You know, at this point, we can just knock on wood, say a prayer, and wish him the best.
Jeff Green is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Here's Claver, number 51. And the layup is good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Harden against Richardson. Irving drives in. Here's the step back. And he drops that one in.
And I'm just impressed with his effort, guys, because we know he's hurting out there.
Doncic. He's covered by Irving. The pass to Richardson. And it's blocked by Harden. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. He feeds it to Durant. Offline with his three. Dallas has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Pass to Hardaway. Off the left rim and out. The Nets with the lead. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. Doing a good job staying tight on their perimeter shooters is something that he wants his guys to focus on. He knows how much this team can hurt you if you give them too much room on the perimeter, and they're determined not to let that happen in this one, gentlemen.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the three ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. James Harden, number 1. Kevin Durant, 3rd.
And what an option either one of these two guys gives you, because they're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Richardson. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
Dallas has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Kicks to Hardaway. Another 3 for Dallas.
Not a really great start for him, as he just isn't shooting the ball that effectively here early on.
Passes it to Harden. Harris outside. Harris missing again.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And, Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
Now, here's Richardson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
Yeah, he picked his spots in that game, too, Kevin, because I thought he not only did a nice job scoring, but setting up his teammates as well.
Durant with it. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Green left side. No good. And it's Dallas the other way. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, and very aggressive, too. Keeping the defense off balance with their ball movement. I like the way they look.
Outside Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades away. And it's Hardaway again missing.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Irving drives in. Here's Durant. And it's sent back by Hardaway. Dallas making a switch here. Smith. 1:58 left to play here in the first. He dishes it to Johnson. Smith. Dallas again missing. Durant against Smith. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Well, Kevin, he's extremely adept at creating his own shot. You know, we've got a lot of catch-and-shoot guys in the NBA, but players who can beat you off the dribble and score are tough to come by.
And, Steve, it's also really remarkable what a solid shooter he is, even in the presence of tough, sticky defense. He smoothly and calmly executes.
Now here's Johnson. Dallas moving the ball around. And Smith with the stuff.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher, there's no doubt.
Yeah, that's how the game is played, inside. I mean, if you can go over the top like that, he's got a great advantage.
Here's Johnson. Rejected by Powell. The dish to Green. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the evening. The first one falls. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Kevin Durant. free throws good from Green. Nets trailed by 5. Johnson outside. Puts it up from 12. That's good. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Brunson, he's guarded by Johnson. Smith with a screen on Johnson. Here's Powell, and it's rejected. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Number 9. It's taken away by Smith. And they're on the break. Here's the teardrop. Green, no luck.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
It's rebounded by Powell. And here is Johnson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Johnson from outside. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn.
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA. The San Antonio Spurs go up against the Boston Celtics next Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Mavericks?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Lays it up and banks it in.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Mavericks leading by 4. Brunson is guarded by Johnson. That 3 off the mark. Powell, that's good. Brooklyn with the ball. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff going on around the league today, and a lot of fans focused on that matchup for New York.
Landry gets the bucket.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low bar.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
A different look for Dallas. Wesley's checked in, and it's Burke in for Green. And the pass to Wesley. Plenty of space. And he nails the jumper. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
The entire defense was frozen for them. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Andre Jordan, number 1.
I'll tell you what, as the month has unfolded, this guy's defense on the interior has just gotten better and better.
Stolen away. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And it's blocked. Johnson outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Dishes to Burke. Dallas making a switch here.
Number 51. Claver. Richardson.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. He passes it to Claver. Shot's good.
Claver.
Nets trail by 6. Johnson attacking. Number 9, covered by Wesley. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Nets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Here's Burke. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Wesley missing.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
Well, let's take a look at last year's Dallas Mavericks and where they rank in the NBA. 2nd in fewest turnovers per game. 3rd in scoring. And they also showed up in the top 5 in team rebound. That means everybody's doing their job on the board. This is a very strong rebounding team.
Very well-coached team, Clark. I mean, you look at the numbers, and you talked about the few turnovers. The top 5 in the league, in fact, in fewest mistakes. So this is a well-disciplined, well-coached team. And when they're on their game, they're just one of those teams you hate to play against because they don't give you anything easy.
6 to shoot. Here's Burke. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, sometimes, guys, you can forget he's out there, and all of a sudden, bang, he'll string together 3 or 4 shots in a row and just take over the game.
Very true. And what I noticed with him is his ability to jump on teams right out of the break. I mean, he doesn't need a ton of shots to get going. He's locked in by nature.
Johnson goes in. Nice D from Richardson. Mavericks leading by 5. Burke kicks to Wesley. Good D by Jordan. Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Number 9 shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. He's got 5. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Yeah, Clark, that did not look good. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it's nothing too serious.
Boy, you can't help but feel for him. I mean, one moment you're doing what you do best, and the next, the situation's really out of your hands. I really hope he's okay.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Claver, the pass to Hardaway. Now the feed to Claver. No good on the 3. Durant with it. Now guarded by Hardaway. Durant, no good.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault. And that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and 1.
That free throw good from Hardaway. Richardson, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway hits them both. Nets trail by 5. Brown dishes to Durant. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Well, those could be an important 2 points, too, guys. In a close game like this one.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Here's the break. Here's Hardaway. Rebound, Brooklyn. Outside Durant. And he jams it with authority.
He power surged that one down.
Good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Oh, no question. And he loves to attack the rim, doesn't he?
Now, here's Burke. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to Hardaway. Number 51. Gets the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the board.
Here's Brown. It's hauled in by Richardson. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Leads him in there. Hardaway, no good.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
He kicks to Jordan. Here's Brown. Right side Durant. Oh boy, it looks like he was injured there.
No, this is the last thing you ever want to see in a game.
You know, at this point, we can just knock on wood, say a prayer, and wish him the best.
So both teams changing it up here. The Nets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throws.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
They set the pick. Out to Hardaway. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go. Hardaway has got 10 points.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
It's Durant with the drive, and he makes good on the way.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them this quarter.
2 minutes. Feeds it to Richardson. Wide open. Pass to Hardaway. Number 51, guarded by Green. He feeds it to Powell. Hardaway. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Harden's shot is good.
He's so reliable. His offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
From the high post. Good. He hits the jump shot. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
Dallas making a switch here. Clavert is checked in. Here's Doncic. The rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Harden, a strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Harden's got 9.
Well, one of the things that makes him special is his tendency to become red hot in just a matter of seconds. And you never know when it's coming. All it takes is a shot or two, and he's rolling.
And, Steve, even more than that, this is what I think of when I think of him. Late in the 4th quarter, time winding down. They've got 1 shot to win the game. He's your man. He's the guy I'm looking for to make it happen.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
Green with the block. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Pass to Clavert. Here's the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. With 1 on the clock. Another one falls for Brooklyn. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Nets out in front, up by 3. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
The weekend is in full swing on a Saturday night. Glad to have you along with us. The Nets doing well so far. They're riding that razor's edge of contending and golfing. They're in 8th place in the conference standings. Kevin Durant stood out in the early going. He's got 13 points and has also grabbed a couple rebounds. And on the other side, Dallas just keeps on scrapping. You look at the offensive rebounds, they're creating second opportunities, and that's a key to winning.
Let's start off with a look at what's on tap for later on tonight. It'll be the Bulls out of
Charlotte United Center against the Nuggets. So we got a nice East meeting West battle happening there. 8 p.m. Eastern, that one gets started. Looking at action around the NBA. The Charlotte Hornets are trailing Oklahoma City out in Oklahoma City. They've got some points to make up. Right now, they're behind by 8 in the third. And that'll do it for us here in the studio. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third.
And we're seeing the Mavericks unable to defend against Kevin Durant.
He's got 13 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, and that's something that's important for him and his team. Getting a few extra points and knocking those free throws down and helping your team any way you can.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Kicks it to Irving. Blocked. Jordan, the pass to Irving. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Nets second, the Mavericks fourth.
These clubs are very similar in that regard. You look at the rebounding numbers, really impressive just how physically dominant they each were in the paint.
He dishes it to Claver. Outside Hardaway. Offensive rebound. Number 51. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
Average time.
For Brooklyn, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
2 shots.
First one falls for. Harden hits them both. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Now the dish to Hardaway. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Wonderfully instinctive play right there. Sense just where that rebound was going, and it becomes an easy 2 for him.
Well, Clark, maybe they've had too many easy buckets tonight.
Well, it's something that needs to change. I mean, they should not be getting all these easy dunks off offensive putbacks.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Here's Durant. Durant with another miss.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
And Claver kicks to Richardson. Claver, a 3-ball. But they recover it. Number 51, guarded by Jordan. Number 51, can't get it to go.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually. All right, a chance to check out some stats for James Harden. What a year he had last season. First in scoring, 5th in steals, and he was also ranked in the top 10 in assists. So an incredible knack for finding the open man.
And Steve, as you mentioned, I mean, he set the standard offensively with more points than any other player in the league. I mean, a really remarkable season for him.
Both shots good for the strike. And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, just too many easy buckets, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. This timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys, at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
Here's Richardson, and the rejection by Harden. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Outside for Durant. Harden outside. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Richardson kicks to Hardaway. Back to Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Hardaway. Can they get it? Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
Mavericks trailed by 9. Here's Richardson. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Richardson's got 5 now.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
And that one's good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Doncic covered by Irving. The pass to Hardaway. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 13.
This is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Nets leading by 7. Harden gets a screen from Durant. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Dallas making a switch here. Dallas has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. The jump hook, and another basket for Dallas.
Tough matchup there defensively. He just doesn't have the height or the length to bother that shot.
Harris setting the pick for Durant. Terrific design on the pick foot, and he lays it in. Durant's got 15 points.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Mavericks trailed by 9. Number 51. Here's Johnson, and there's a nice one-handed slam. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Get some momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense has done a job offensively. The defensive presence is almost non-existent. Well, they may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Nets leading by 7. It's Durant with the drive. Harden. Irving dishes to Harris. Outside Durant. Fires for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
An unusual skill set for a big man. A long-range shot that gives you such good spacing offensively.
Doncic guarded by Harden. From 17 feet out. And the shot is long.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
Hardaway's checked in for James Johnson. Mavericks trailed by 10. Here's Doncic. And good on the basket. Book it. 8 points for him.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Durant attacking. Back to Harden. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. 22 points for James Harden.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
Well, there. No good. Great D that time from Jordan.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
It's Harden with the drive. Gets it to go. Harden's got 24.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Outside Hardaway. Shoots the three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Harris has got his third rebound on the night. Harden against Smith. Harden can't hit. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Doncic. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his second personal.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line. Not exactly the best of percentages.
First free throw is good. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Nets leading by 8. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson goes in. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
And their confidence has to just continue to go up the longer the perfection continues.
He hits both from the stripe. Mavericks trailed by 10. Dishes it to Hardaway. Lets the 3 fly.
My goodness. Wow. Important 3 to cut it to single digits. It's still within reach.
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA. The Los Angeles Lakers take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's all happening next Friday.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Brooklyn.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
Durant is out there with Green. That's Kyrie Irving, and it's Landry in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the Nets 5. That is good. Now Irving. Left side Irving. Harris. Off target from 3-point range.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Richardson, no luck.
Easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Here's Durant, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Let's see what the Dallas Mavericks have coming up. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And he makes the first. Mavericks making a switch here. Clavert is checked in. Durant hits them both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Back to Hardaway. That's good.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Brooklyn leading by 8. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Durant. He trains the quick shot. Durant's got 12 points in just the second half.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Here's Doncic. No good. Great D that time from Green. And here's the fast break. Oh,
sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He hasn't been happy with their shot selection. He told them, we're forcing things out there, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, work for the open shot in the flow of our offense. We'll see if they heed that advice, Kevin.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Irving attacking. Harris misses.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Number 51. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Smith checked in for Dallas. Dallas moving the ball around. Richardson for 3. The Mavericks rebound. It's Richardson on the wing. Richardson missing again.
How it happens. He's wide open, but just couldn't get it to go.
Durant with it. Now guarded by Richardson. Durant, no good. Mavericks trailed by 10. Richardson with it. Guarded now by Irving. Blocked. Richardson against Harris. Floats one. Richardson, good. Timeout called, the Nets.
I get those goosebumps every time.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. It's Durant on the wing, defended by Kleber. Harris passes to Durant. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. That's 29 points for Kevin Durant.
Boy, big man with very soft hands and a nice touch around the hoop.
Here's Doncic with the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Nice tip in. He just seems to have a sense of where the ball's going to end up.
Nets leading by 8. Here's Durant. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Boy, he really used his height there.
He sure did, Steve. I mean, a nice touch on that shot.
9 feet out. And so he ends a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Take a look at the performance in this one for Richardson. He has 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better. Some great free throw shooting so far in this second half.
I think they should keep trying to initiate contact and get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they're perfect so far, so keep it up.
Green with the rebound. Nets have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Harden gets to Durant. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Durant's got 33.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Harden against Richardson. It's Harden with the drive. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Shooting for Brooklyn, James Harden. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Harden. Harden hits them both. Mavericks trailed by 10. Here's Doncic. Connects from three-point range.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. The feed to Claver. Three-pointer gets it to go.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Harden dishes to Green. And the shot is good.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
Number 51, guarded by Green. And it's blocked by Harden. Outside Irving. Back to Green. Defended by Claver. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Hardaway checked in for Smith. Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 8. 1:43 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Richardson. Right through the knee for the layup. Richardson's got 10 points here in the second half.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
And stolen by Richardson. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, a perfectly run fast break ends in a slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
Nets leading by 4. Harden the pass to Durant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Dallas moving it around. Offensive rebound. Number 51. And he banks in the layup. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Harden against Richardson. Here's Durant. Great touch on the 16-footer. Durant's got 37.
Boy, he's gone 8 for 10 here in the fourth quarter, carrying his team on his back to try to get the W.
Maverick shooting very well right now, 52% in this fourth quarter. Back to Hardaway. He kicks to Claver. Fires the three. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
I don't like throwing up long-range threes at this point. You've got to get better looks to try to close this gap. And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
Maverick shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Deep. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Remains Brooklyn ball.
This may be their most important possession.
Yeah, as long as they don't make a mistake here, they should be safe.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
James Harden. At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 8. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Hardaway. They get it back. Pass to Richardson. There's the triple. Connects. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. tipped away.
And they've got to score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste at all. Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Brooklyn's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And you got to think those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Here's Doncic. Connects from downtown.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Bring both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. Outside Hardaway. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
The three-pointer has been his best weapon. There's no question.
The key is an all mixed up. Hughes found movement, allowing him way too much space.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes off with the win. And Clark, you know, it was quite an air one.
That was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Good coach, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew. This is Kevin Harden saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan player of the game, James Harden.